Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tim, and today I'm joined here with Jessica. Jessica's going to be demonstrating how to do the poses well, and I'll just be talking about them. So we're going to do a hip opening flow today. So to start off, we're going to start off in Supta Baddha Konasana, lying down, bound angle pose. So that means you're going to have to get up, Ollie. All right, so as you lie down in this position, also take your arms into a cactus position. This is one of my favorite ways to start a practice because you could just let all the tension in your body drop and you can kind of open up along the floor. So just identify and feel the places in your body that feel tight to hang out here. See if you can just start to breathe into those spaces to create more space, the places that feel limited or contracted. And we're going to kind of take that like mantra throughout the whole practice today. So like when you enter a new pose, when you feel limited, contracted, instead of trying to go further, just be there or even back off a little and allow the breath to help you to create a feeling, a more vast quality in the pose. Bring the knees together. Take the feet the width of the mat. Again, one of my favorite ways to start is with this little hip opening mobility thing. So as you inhale, swivel your knees over to the right and look to your left. Really good for your neck to do this opposite twist. And as you exhale, back to center. Good. Inhale, change sides. Exhale, back to center. Make it nice and smooth and slow. Inhale, change sides. Exhale, center. Inhale, change sides. Exhale, center. Then hug your right knee into your chest and stretch your left leg out along the floor. Make your left leg active like it's up against the wall. Then change legs. Hug the left knee in, stretch your right leg out. Even though you're using your arms to hug your knee in, let your shoulder heads relax. They're going to want to jump up away from the floor. Release that foot, knee, roll over to your side. Press yourself up to seated. Let's do a few bovine feline articulations now. Come onto the hands and the knees for some cat-cow. Hands under the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. As you exhale, round your back and look back at your navel. Inhale to arch through. Tip the sit bones up. 2 more times with your breath. Move nice and steady. Then come into neutral and step your right foot up to your right thumb. Wiggle your right foot over to the right about 6 inches. Now, you can put your hands on blocks to help to open up your chest. Or if it takes you out of the stretch too much, then you can put your hands on medium blocks or keep your hands on the floor. So feel the place that you want to be at. And you could decide whatever you like, Jessica. If you like tall blocks, medium blocks, or the floor. You want to be at the place where you have an opening for your chest, because when your chest is open, your spine is long. For example, if I show you this closed chest, you can see my spine is no longer long, it's rounding over. So we want to get the spine to open up as we open up the hip. Slowly let your right knee start to turn out, right thigh start to turn out so that the knee drifts over to the side. But as you do that, don't let the rest of the body get yanked with the leg. Keep the lift from the front of your spine as that thigh turns out like a tree pose leg. And then see if you can start to move the knee even further like you're on a reverse thigh master and you're pushing the knee away from you. Thigh master was a popular tool for women to tone their thighs when I was in junior high, somewhere around that age. Okay, keep the lift from your belly. Suzanne Summers. Bring the knee back to center. Now keep the foot where it is, curl your back toes under, lift your back knee up. This is our new ad campaign. This is how the channel is making money, by doing plugs for Thigh Master. The link will be below. Okay, hands down, stretch back to downward facing dog. Breathe, and just notice the difference from side to side. Set the knees down. Step your left foot up to your left hand, and then wiggle the foot over about 6 inches. Hands on the inside of the foot, blocks or not, are your call, up to you. Then start to abduct your thigh, let the knee start to go over to the side. You'll even roll onto the outside edge of the foot a little. But as that leg goes over, just make sure that your belly stays lifted. From your left side lower belly, you're drawing up to your heart at the same time. You're not letting your lower back get yanked with the leg. Bring your leg back to center. Curl the back toes, lift the back knee, stretch that back leg. And step back to down dog. Hopefully the sides feel a little bit more even now. As you hold in down dog, reach your heart towards your thumbs more. Then tip the sit bones up to the ceiling. Even if you have to bend the knees to get the sit bones to tip, I'm cool with that. And then instead of lifting just from the hamstring attachment, lift from the middle of the hamstring to get the sit bones to lift. Otherwise, if you're constantly yanking on the hamstring attachment, that's no good for your hamstring. Walk your feet. Actually, from here, look in between your hands and step your right foot to the outside of your right wrist, left foot to the outside of your left wrist. Then straighten your legs and let your head drop. Breathe. Then bend your knees and reach your heart forward. Come up onto your fingertips. Straighten your legs and let your head drop. Then bend your knees to about lower your butt to about knee height. Come up onto your fingertips and reach your heart forward, like you're doing a downhill ski move. Straighten your legs as you exhale, fold. Inhale, bend one more time, downhill ski position. Hold there. Now start to lower your buns all the way towards your heels. Bring your elbows to the insides of the knees, palms together. Then as you lift up from your navel to your heart, open up your arms and twist open to your right. Reach the left hand to the floor, reach the right arm up. Come back to center and change sides. Right hand reaches out, left arm reaches up. Lift from your belly and try not to let the knees cave in. So Jessica's doing a really good job of keeping the external rotation on her thighs. Keep the heel bones grounded. Come back to center. Good. Then fold forward. And come all the way up to stand now. Bring your feet together. Arms at your side. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Step your left leg back into a lunge and lower your knee down. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, downward facing dog, stretch back. Inhale, raise the right leg up. Exhale, shift into plank. Pull your knee up. Step your foot up to your thumb. Lower your back knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat, step forward and fold forward. Inhale, come up, raise your arms. Exhale, the hands to your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Step your right leg back and lower your knee down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg up. Exhale, shift into plank. Pull your knee up and step your foot. Lower your back knee. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Curl your back toes, lift and step up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold deeper. Inhale, come all the way up, raise your arms. Exhale the hands to your heart. Turn to your side, and we're going to practice goddess pose, which is not like in the classic lineage of poses, but it's a nice for a hip opener pose. So with your toes turned out about halfway, start to bend the knees out to the side. Now, just like what we did in that modified Malasana, don't let the knees twist in at all as you sit. So Jessica's really able to sit like really deep in this. Geez, Jessica, it's very deep. But you might get stuck somewhere like with the knees twisting in and your butt tucking under. So make sure that the knees stay turned out, thighs stay turned out. Then interlock your hands in front of you. Turn the palms inside out and raise your arms up. Lift from your belly up to your heart. Stretch down evenly through your feet. This is the most external rotation I've ever seen in a human being. This is crazy.
5 minutes.
What's that?
Like 5 minutes of hip stretches every night.
If you do 5 minutes of hip stretches every night with yoga, with my yoga videos, then okay, come back up, bring your arms down, change the interlock of the fingers, turn your palms inside out, then slowly start to bend your knees out to the side. Lift from your belly to raise your arms. We're gonna have to make that a video next time. And come back up. Good job. Step to the front of your mat. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Step back to down dog or take a vinyasa. Inhale into plank pose, just a little bit of core work today. Set the elbows down one at a time. Then bring your feet together, roll to the outside edge of your left foot. Take your right arm up. If you want to make this a more mellow sequence, then come into side plank on your hand with your knee down. But if you want to work your core a little bit, that's fine. Keep the elbow down, leg straight. Then change sides, right elbow down, left arm up. Good, bring the left elbow down too. Hold there for a moment, tuck your belly up, expand your chest. And then walk into down dog onto your forearms. Hold there, or if you're a headstand practitioner and you'd like to practice headstand, just set the knees down and set up for that. Otherwise, hold, except for you. You just have to do this one. Because it's yeah. All right, keep those upper traps broad. Rotate from the biceps forward. Lift from the back, middle of the hamstrings all the way up into the sit bones. Good, then set your knees down, stretch back to child's pose. Then lie on your belly. Stretch your arms back behind you. And lift your shoulders, head, chest up off the mat. Press the tops of the feet down and spin the inner groins, inner thighs up to the ceiling so that the base of your butt cheek broadens. But then lift from your belly all the way up the front of your spine. Spread the collarbones. Feel the external rotators turn on to help to open up the chest. Look for a feeling of a smooth curve through your spine. Now move the buttocks, engage the buttocks towards the heels without the groins hardening down. Rotate those arm bones even more, and then lift the hands up just an inch. Lower back down. Good job. Now come onto your elbows for Sphinx pose. Hold there, a little passive back bend. And if possible, reach back with your right hand for your foot. Bend your knee, take a hold of your foot, and start to stretch the heel towards your outer hip. Again, remember, you don't have to jam yourself. So Jessica's super flexible. She can move herself deep into this. It might be a challenge just for you to grab your foot. If that's a challenge, don't try to pull it any deeper. Just be there and breathe. That's okay. Release your foot, change sides. Over time, if you keep practicing regularly, daily, then your body will start to open up. If you try to jam yourself to the deepest place right away, body's not going to like it. Good, then release your foot and take upward facing dog. Hold up dog for 5 breaths, or cobra if it's too gnarly. Whichever one you're doing, work the same actions that we practice in locust. From the groins to the butt, lift from the belly, and then spin those upper arm bones. Lift the sternum, and stretch back to downward facing dog. All right, make your way to seated. Hop or step through. Sit with your legs stretched straight out in front of you. Okay, so for this pose, because I have a lot tighter back body and hamstrings, I like to sit on a block so that my buns don't tuck under, but Jessica can do this pose really easily with her butt flat. So decide which one works for you. Hug your right knee in towards you. And so for me, you can see that my back automatically sinks as soon as I hug my knee in, but Jessica can keep her spine upright. So I have to really work, and a block helps me. Wrap your arm around your leg and twist. Put your right hand behind you. Then come back to center, change legs. Hug the left knee in, stretch your right leg out, and twist. And then come back to center. Lie down onto your back. Cross your right knee over your left knee. We're going to try Supta Gomukhasana. Grab a hold of the outsides of the feet. Try to get the knees to cross right at the center. And that might be a lot of stretch just to have the knees crossed holding your feet. Let the hips drop down and out of your lower back even. If you need to deepen the stretch, start to take the feet out to the side, away from each other, and up a little higher. Just out to the side and away from each other more. That'll intensify the stretch a bit more. Make sure that you can still look for the breath to be moving into there to create more space. Don't go to the place where you have to hold your breath, or the whole body starts to move around, get yanked or twisted. Then change the cross of your legs. Take the outsides of the feet again. Breathe. Then uncross your legs and stretch out for corpse pose. Let your feet fall open, let your palms turn up at your side. Close your eyes, just let go now. Let each exhalation help you to sink a little deeper inward. And gently bend the knees. Roll over to your right side. And press yourself up to seated. Sit up tall. With your eyes closed, just notice if there's more freedom to sit up tall, more freedom in the body. Notice the quality of the breath. And also observe your current mental state. Just feel that nice shift that comes at the end of the practice while you keep returning to your practice. Thank you for watching today. Namaste. All right, so if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit the like button, leave a comment, and also subscribe if you haven't already. One other thing, make sure to go to the website, movementwithtim.com, and sign up for the new email list where I can connect with you. I will not send you junk mail or videos of crazy cats or anything like that. It'll just be stuff that's going on, videos, etc. Thanks to Jessica for coming out today. Such a good job. Thank you. And also make sure to follow Jessica on Instagram. Her Instagram is
Root and Reach.
at Root and Reach. You can find her on there. She posts some really cool stuff, some of my favorite stuff. All right, see you next time. Have a great day.